I'm a 19-year-old YouTuber who's been offered many brand deals and sponsorships already. Here are my strategies for getting brand deals which will make you stacks of money on YouTube. To begin with, you probably have to have a channel that has a largish audience already, or companies will have no reason to sponsor you. A general benchmark for this is that you have to at least meet the monetization requirements on YouTube. For instance, I got offered my first brand deal at 2,000 subscribers. However, if you don't have companies or brands reaching out to you for sponsorships at this point, there's no need to panic. You'll just have to do your own outreach to the companies. To reach out to companies, you'll probably want to create an email list using Google Sheets or Excel, and there's several good ways you can do this. The first way is to go to LinkedIn or find the company's website for an email and possibly name of a person in the social media and marketing departments. Record these credentials in the spreadsheet. The only issue with this method is that if you're doing it, then it's highly likely many others will also be trying this, and these mailboxes you're sending emails to will often have thousands of spam and unanswered emails, resulting in your email just getting lost. The second method I suggest you try, which has proven to be more successful for me, is to reach out to other creators on YouTube who have sponsors and ask them for the email and name of the company representative who worked with them on sponsoring their videos. On most occasions, these fellow creators will say yes, because they probably understand the struggle you're going through, and they'd probably want to be helped if the roles had been reversed. Once you have all the credentials saved into your spreadsheet, it's time to start sending out emails to these companies. Keep this initial email to 1 to 2 lines, because anything longer and they probably won't read it. I mean, would you read an entire essay if it appeared from some random person in your inbox?
Speaking of monetization requirements, Vizard is a tool I've used that undoubtedly helped me to reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours faster. Vizard.AI is unlike most AI tools because it's so realistic that YouTube doesn't even detect it's an AI tool, and so anything you create with Vizard is eligible for monetization. My favorite feature of theirs is the AI clip maker, which efficiently transforms lengthy videos into concise and engaging clips, which are easy for me to upload as reels and shorts on my socials. I find it particularly beneficial for podcasters, vloggers, and educators dealing with high volumes of raw footage. I'll tell you in just a few seconds how Vizard makes viral videos. It's a brilliant AI tool that finds and highlights in your videos people who are speaking and makes sure their relevant points are outlined in a scene-by-scene form. It adds animated caption styles like the ones used by Alex Hormozy and applies the right layout based on how many speakers you have in your videos, which I found especially helpful if you have a shared screen for an online call or a podcast type of footage. I can auto-publish these videos on TikTok and YouTube with AI-optimized social captions, and they're ready to go viral. I love Vizard, and I think you would like it too, so check out the link down below to find out more about Vizard.AI.
Obviously, you don't have the time to write a new email to each new company because you've got a life. Companies can probably also tell if it's just mass generated, and they'll just delete your email. So without taking too much time and writing too many words, tell the company why they should sponsor you. As a matter of principle, I try to avoid giving them my rates and instead wait for them to give me an offer, since it could be for more than you're expecting. I've created an email template you can use. Just comment template and I'll reply with the link to the template so you can use it. Now, it won't be long before companies reply back to you, and I usually aim for a 20% conversion rate from email sent to genuine leads generated. But before we get into how to convert a cold email to a lead, let's take a look at how sponsorships on YouTube usually work. There are 2 main types of sponsorship integration that you'll see on YouTube: ad reads and dedicated videos. Ad reads are the most common form of sponsorship, and I'm sure you've seen a YouTube video where the creator shouts out a company for 30 to 90 seconds during the video. Dedicated videos are the second and less common form of sponsorship, which is where a creator uses the company's product or service entirely throughout the video. The video is essentially centered around the product. For example, if a video was creating a website with something like Wix, Hostinger, or Shopify, if they'd sponsored the video. Most companies and brands are fine with ad reads, as they're usually cheaper and easier for the creator to integrate into the video organically. However, some companies will only want a dedicated video sponsorship. It's your choice which type of sponsorships you're willing to do. However, that option is a good problem to have when the time comes. The thing you'll be most concerned with in this entire process is what rates charge for an ad read or promotion. Although most people can't agree on a universal formula, here's what I recommend you do. Go to Social Blade or vidIQ, both of which will be linked in the description, and calculate your average views per long form video. For an ad read, divide this number by 2,000 and multiply it by the length of the ad read. For example, I average around 5,000 views a video, so I would divide 5,000 by 2,000 to get 2.5 and times that by say 60 for a 60-second ad read to get a $150 price. However, for a dedicated video, you should times that 2.5 by the length of your dedicated video in seconds. So for an 8-minute dedicated video, the length would be 480 seconds. If you multiplied by this 2.5, you'd get $1,200 as a price for the dedicated video. My advice to you is to make sure you receive an upfront commission instead of an affiliate commission. Since you're likely a small creator, the earnings you'd make from an affiliate promotion just aren't worth potentially alienating your audience. Now that you've worked out your ad read and dedicated video rates, you should respond to anyone who has replied back as quickly as possible. Start by thanking them for replying, and remember again to keep it short and sweet and ask them for their rates. However, if they've already asked you for your rates, give them a genuine and concise reply using the number you've calculated. Remember, companies are looking for serious and trustworthy creators, not salesmen haggling over a couple of bucks, or not providing your rates could even lose you the entire deal, and that's something that you definitely don't want. Congratulations, you've generated a genuine lead. Now, you're probably going to have some back and forth correspondence working out the terms and such details. This is a legal matter, and unfortunately, I can't really help you with it. Do your best to work through this on your own or with a legal professional. Now that that's done, you'll need to create the sponsorship video or segment and integrate it into your video. Upload this video to Drive or a media sharing platform that's not publicly visible, so the sponsor can see the video and either approve it or request revisions. Once you get the sponsor's nod of approval, upload and post the video to YouTube. Then just send them an email with your payment information and get yourself paid. I usually use PayPal, but obviously there are numerous options out there. Before clicking away from this video and going to try this method, here are 2 points you should consider. Firstly, you may notice a drop in the average view duration and audience retention throughout your video, especially where the ad placement is. This is just the cost of having a video sponsor, so you should consider this before immediately jumping at a sponsorship opportunity. Secondly and lastly, although it may sound obvious, you need to do your research about the company you want to partner with and promote in your videos. Sometimes when people see a lot of money, they don't even consider this point, so just remember before you go ahead and accept a sponsorship, that it's not a good look for your brand if the company you're sponsoring is associated with negative principles.